We're back up again with another cosmetic showcase. This one was requested by my Sea of Thieves community, and it is the Bone Crusher set. Hey everyone, Gameaholik here, welcome back to the channel. We're back again with another cosmetic showcase, and today's showcase is the Bone Crusher set. This can be purchased, I do believe, at all of the outposts. So first of all, let's look at the ship cosmetics. We've got the cannons here. I personally don't particularly like this one. It makes my aim go a little bit off because of the front part, but I guess it looks kind of cool. Next, we've got the capstan. This is probably the best feature of the Bone Crusher set. I do like this one indeed. The wheel, very similar to the capstan, is obviously made of bones and wood. Next, we'll take a look at the flag. As you can see, I normally forget this part, but we do have a flag as well for the Bone Crusher set, and I'll just show you on here so you can see it a little bit more clearly. There it is, exactly the same as the sails. Talking of sails, let's check them out right now. We've got again the skull on there of what looks a bit like the Kraken, I suppose, and obviously it's a bone. Outside of the ship, we've got the red and brown, I think it is, more than black colours, along with again the skull, and we have a Kraken skull on the front. That is the figurehead. Now we'll go through the weapons. I will show you them first in the mini window, and then we'll show you them in the in-game person as well. So here is the Bone Crusher Cutlass, and we have it in, again, the same sort of colour as the white and that sort of reddish kind of brown colour. The pistol is more interesting. It is wrapped more like how the cannons are, and has again more bone, and the bone is actually, the handle itself is actually kind of like a bone or a tusk. The blunderbuss, again, with the same sort of theme with the bone and the tusks, two tusks at the front. That's pretty cool. And then the Eye of Reach, finally, again, lots of bone in there. So here is the blunderbuss. You can see, looking quite sweet. I quite like the weapons. I'm actually not too keen on the set overall, but let me know what your thoughts are in the comments section. Do you use this set or any part of it? Eye of Reach has that shield. Imagine like free third-person mode in it. You would struggle with that kind of Bone Crusher shield at the front of the sight. Here we go with the pistol, looking pretty sweet, I suppose, and also the sword. Tusks are the hilt. That's actually quite cool. I quite like that. Okay, so now we'll go through the equipment. We have the compass here. That's looking very nice. Broken with a bone in front. To see a bone going round. The text is not too bad to read. Some of these compasses are a little bit harder to use than others. This one doesn't look too bad. Bucket, pretty standard really. Again, the tusks and the bone. The lantern is very unique. It has a skull with its mouth open, and that's part of the light. It's probably one of the more unique lanterns in game. A skull on the bottom of the shovel does make it pretty cool as well. I quite like the spyglass. I don't know really why. It just seems to... The pattern seems to work well, the design. It seems symmetrical and clean. I like it. We've got the speaking trumpet here with the tusks on each side. We also have the new fishing rod, as you can see here. Very good indeed. The tankard obviously is bound to be a skull, so you're drinking literally out of someone's skull. Drum, pretty standard. It's again that sort of reddish kind of brown colour with the skin and the bone. Concertina, could expect it. It looks like a pair of hands from the side here, but just doesn't look like extension of hands. It's quite cool. We've got the hurdy-gurdy with a rib cage as the main part of the base. Do you call that? I think is what you call it. And then finally we have the pocket watch, which, as you can see, has the like mini tusks on it, and again, it's not too hard to read, so it's a pretty good one. With the bone small hand. So just going through them so you can see close. There's the bucket, there's the compass, concertina is up next, there is the drum, brand new fishing rod, hurdy-gurdy with the rib cage, as you can see. That's a better shot from the front of the bone with the mouth open for the lantern. Pocket watch is up next, and quite large actually on the front. Didn't realise it was that big. We have the shovel there. Speaking trumpet is up next. There is the spyglass. Yes, probably would keep that on there, to be honest. That's quite a nice one. And finally the skull, which is the tankard. Okay, so while we're here, we might as well take a look at the brigantine. It is all in red again. There's no difference in colours for the second flag, and we still have just the one logo on the main sail. So let's take a look at the vanity items. We've got here the bone crusher eye patch. There is the bone crusher hook, the bone crusher peg leg, which is actually quite cool. It's like a spine. That's actually quite cool. We do actually have some bone crusher tattoos. You may have missed this. I guess I nearly did. As we can see, there's some skulls on the back, got some bones down the arm, and we have a pirate, and it looks like the Athena symbol on the front. There is also a bone crusher scar, and it is basically like a scratch, or like a deep cut across the chest. So let's see what the clothing has to offer. We've got the bone crusher hat just there. There isn't a shirt for the bone crusher, but there is some gloves. We do have a jacket as well. Next up is the dress. The bone crusher belt is displayed there. There is also no trousers for the bone crusher set, but there is boots, and that is the final piece of clothing. As I said, most of the set can be bought at the outpost. Unfortunately, some of the items, I think the weapons and some of the clothing, were part of a build rat adventure, so they cannot be obtained as far as I know. They may bring them back in the future though. And to wrap up today's cosmetic showcase of the bone crusher set, we have the galleon sails, and again it's all in red and slight black this time. I've noticed a little bit more predominant. We have the mainsail with the giant logo, and the top, front and back also having the logo as well, so that's the added one for the galleon. So there we go, that has been the Bone Crusher set cosmetic showcase. Let me know what you think about this set in the comments section, and if this video has been interesting or entertaining today, then please do consider liking, sharing, commenting and subscribing. Have a great rest of your voyages, and take care.